I could feel it, the way the room pressed down on me like a physical weight. My phone vibrated in my hand, a silent countdown mocking me while my father lifted his glass. Everyone's eyes were on my brother, Lucas, as he toasted his first day as an analyst at Sterling and Morgan. To Lucas, Dad said, grinning, the future of finance. The clinking of glasses echoed through Marcello's, our family's favorite spot for celebrating milestones. Everyone's faces were bright with pride, except mine. 62,000 to start, my uncle muttered, almost reverently, plus benefits and bonus potential, Dad added, cutting into his steak. This is how you build a life. Lucas adjusted his crisp new tie. Brooks Brothers, probably picked out just for this evening. Thanks, everyone. Excited for the program, it's intense, but Sterling has a stellar reputation. Mom's eyes softened. That's how you do it, baby. Work hard, prove yourself, build credibility. She paused. Her gaze slid over to me. Not like, well, you know. Not like what, Mom? I asked softly. Well, you're almost 30, living in that tiny apartment, doing that website thing. Tiny apartment? I lived in a 3,800 square foot loft in Soho, my name on the deed. But apparently that counted for nothing. I'm doing fine, I said. Dad laughed, the kind of laugh that sinks under your skin. Fine? Ava, you've been tinkering with that site for 7 years. Maybe it's time to face reality and get a real job, like Lucas. I have a real job. I snapped. Something with computers, Uncle Robert interrupted, dismissive. Web design, social media, not a real career. I inhaled. I'd co-founded CloudForge Systems 7 years ago with 2 MIT friends. From a startup in Seattle to contracts with global giants, Amazon, Microsoft, Netflix. We processed hundreds of petabytes of data daily, and our revenue last quarter hit $890 million. Tomorrow, we were going public. The opening valuation? $28 billion. My personal stake, 39%. By tomorrow afternoon, I'd be worth over $11 billion, see? Ava does something with computers, Mom said, her voice apologetic but certain. She's dedicated, but it's not really a career. Not like Lucas. I tried to help, Dad added. Got you interviews. You turned them down. Pride before the fall. Lucas shifted uncomfortably. Dad, she's doing important work. Important doesn't pay bills, Dad said firmly. Lucas, you're on track to make real money, build real wealth, that's what matters. I checked my phone. 16 hours until the opening bell. Pre-IPO investors were already celebrating. Goldman Sachs, ironic, since they were one of our lead underwriters, would be ringing in our valuation, still glued to that phone. Olivia, Lucas's fiancée, whispered, just, work. I said, work? Uncle Robert scoffed. You should focus on stability, Mom insisted. Marriage, family, I laughed, bitter. And ignore what I've actually built? Dad leaned in. 7 years. No husband, no career path, just tinkering. Lucas is on a clear trajectory. Trajectory's fine, I said evenly. Mom's voice softened but was no less cutting. We just worry. You need security. A real future. I could see the doubt in their eyes, the years of underestimation coiled into their expressions. What they didn't understand was that I'd built a company that would redefine technology infrastructure. But trying to explain it to them? Futile. 7 years of attempts, 7 years of hearing, real job, repeated like a mantra. The waiter arrived with dessert menus, but I barely noticed. A sudden commotion drew everyone's attention to the entrance. 15 people in sharp suits approached, moving with precise coordination. Leading them was Ethan Liu, CEO of VenturePoint Capital, our lead investor. Behind him, our CFO, General Counsel, board members, and partners from Sterling and Morgan's tech banking division. Ava, Ethan's voice boomed. There you are. Your IPO is going to be historic. Every head at the table turned. I stood. I wasn't expecting you until tomorrow morning. The numbers just came in. Demand is off the charts. Pricing at $85 a share, $32 billion opening valuation. Dad's fork clattered. The reality hit him in waves. Mom gasped. Lucas went pale. Uncle Robert froze. Going public? Mom whispered, yes, I said. Tomorrow morning, CloudForge Systems will be listed on NASDAQ. I own 39% of the company. The calculations dawned slowly on them. My father's face drained of color. 12 billion? Yes, Ethan confirmed. By tomorrow afternoon, Ava becomes one of the youngest self-made billionaires on the planet. Lucas muttered, almost inaudible, she makes websites. Ethan laughed. Websites? Ava's company processes more data daily than most companies handle in a year. The Pentagon uses our infrastructure. 21 of the Fortune 50. Generational technology. Tomorrow will be remarkable. They stared, stunned, speechless as I gathered my things. I'll be attending the bell ceremony with my team, not family. Mom's hurt sound echoed in my ears, but I didn't stop. I in the private dining room, 2 hours of strategy, investor calls, and final prep passed. My family had never truly known me. To them, I was playing with computers. They didn't read TechCrunch, didn't care about Senate testimonies, didn't try to understand. I'd spent years being dismissed, underestimated, ignored. Tomorrow, the world would see what they wouldn't. 9:29 a.m., NASDAQ. Confetti ready. Screens flashing. My team behind me. Thousands below. Media everywhere. And there they were, my family, standing at the back. Shabby business clothes, faces pale. Calls unanswered, texts ignored, early morning visits rebuffed. I didn't hesitate. 3, 2, 1. I rang the bell, the crowd erupted. Confetti rained. The stock soared. $85, $87, $91, $95. My phone buzzed, notifications exploding, but only one mattered. Final opening price, $138. Market cap $38.5 billion. Your stake, $15 billion. Congratulations, Ava. The party at the Four Seasons that night was legendary. Tech giants, senators, CEOs, my family was not invited. Their apology emails, voicemails, texts, they all stayed unread, archived. Some doors close forever. Some betrayals can't be undone. 7 years of dismissals, misunderstandings, and mockery, they chose that path. And I chose mine, a company changing the world, a fortune beyond imagination, and the quiet satisfaction that success sometimes requires the ultimate sacrifice. That I didn't sacrifice myself. I sacrificed them.